The camera wasn't supposed to catch it. The script didn't call for it. Yet, in the middle of Taehyung's latest music video, a detail appeared that no one expected. And now, the entire fandom is buzzing with one burning question. Why was there a wing behind him, and what does it mean? It wasn't a blinky-miss-it kind of Easter egg. It wasn't accidental lighting. This was deliberate. A white, almost glowing wing, feathered and soft, emerging subtly from behind Taehyung's silhouette in a way that felt intentional yet secretive, as if it wasn't meant for everyone to notice. And yet, ARMY noticed. Of course they did. They always do. But here's where things get strange. This wing was never in the teaser footage. It was never in the behind-the-scenes stills HYB released before the drop. In fact, several pre-release cuts, supposedly from the same scene, showed nothing in the background but shadows. So why, in the final version, did this wing appear and vanish just seconds later? And more importantly, what message was Taehyung sending? This is not the first time Taehyung has hidden something in his visuals, but this one feels different. This isn't just an aesthetic choice, it feels like a statement. Was it a symbol of freedom? A cry for escape? A quiet rebellion against something he can't say out loud? The symbolism of a wing in art and literature is rich and loaded. It's about breaking chains, flying away, transcending limits. But it's also about fallen angels, betrayal, and leaving behind a place you once called home. Could Taehyung be hinting at all of this at once? Could this be a veiled message to the fans, or perhaps to someone within BTS, or even HYB, about his true state of mind? Theories exploded within hours of the video's release. Some fans believe the wing connects directly to Jungkook's Phoenix tattoo, a visual link that would immediately make it a personal message rather than a generic symbol. Others think it's connected to the Black Swan era, a callback to the group's exploration of shadows and artistic suffering, only this time from a deeply personal perspective. And then there's the most dangerous theory of them all, the one that HYB would never want trending, that the wing is Taehyung's way of saying he's ready to break free from the tightly controlled world of BTS's management. If that's true, it's not just artistic expression, it's rebellion. It's not hard to believe, either, considering Taehyung's history of subtle defiance. From wearing outfits that break the group's coordinated styling rules, to posting late-night selfies that the PR team didn't approve, to making cryptic comments during interviews that make managers visibly nervous, Taehyung has always been the one to test the edges of the invisible cage. But this is different. A wing in a high-budget, HYB-approved music video means either one of two things. Someone on the editing team slipped it in without clearance, or Taehyung fought to keep it there. And if he fought for it, then it means more than anyone wants to admit. Fans are now dissecting every frame, every lighting cue, and every lyric that surrounds the moment the wing appears. They've noticed something else. Right before the wing comes into view, Taehyung's gaze shifts. It's subtle, but his eyes flick away from the camera, almost as if acknowledging someone or something off-screen. Was that a signal? And why does the music soften? Just for that second. The lyrics playing in the background are even more chilling in hindsight. I can't stay here forever, / even if I promised I would. Is this Taehyung telling us that something is changing? That he's preparing to leave a place or a role he's been tied to for over a decade? What's even more curious is HYB's reaction, or rather, their lack of one. Usually, when fandom theories spiral into uncomfortable territory, HYB steps in with a clarification, or quietly edits future versions of the content to remove the controversial detail. But the wing remains in the official upload. Some fans say this is proof that HYB wants the mystery to grow, maybe as a marketing tactic. But others aren't so sure. If the wing really is Taehyung's personal statement, then maybe HYB is in damage control mode behind the scenes, unsure how to address something they can't openly deny without confirming it. And if this is damage control, it's not going well, because every hour, the speculation grows. Every day, new theories emerge. And every time a fan rewatches that scene, the wing seems more deliberate, more loaded, and more dangerous. When the pause button is pressed at exactly 1 minute and 47 seconds into Taehyung's latest video, a faint, almost translucent shape emerges behind him. To most casual viewers, it could be brushed off as an editing glitch or a reflection. But to ARMY, whose eyes have been trained to catch even the smallest details, this was no accident. This was a wing. A single, shadowy wing, large enough to dominate the background for a split second, then gone as if it was never there. And here's the twist that has the internet spiraling. This wasn't just any wing. Fans have matched its silhouette to the stylized angel wings from BTS's Wings era, an era steeped in themes of temptation, rebellion, and breaking the chains of expectation. But why now? Why would Taehyung bring back a visual from an era that almost symbolized BTS's defiance against the invisible walls around them? And perhaps the bigger question, why only one wing? Because one wing doesn't mean flight. It means imbalance. It means a struggle to rise. It means captivity. Some fans think this is Taehyung's poetic way of saying he is caught between worlds, between the life HYB dictates and the life he craves for himself. Between the public image they've crafted for him and the private man who might be yearning to shed it all. Others believe the missing second wing is a metaphor for separation. Separation from a partner, a brother, or even the group's united front. And suddenly, whispers of Jungkook find their way back into the conversation. Because let's not forget, the last time the word wing caused a stir in BTS history was during an interview in which Jungkook said, "We're each other's wings." That statement became legendary among ARMY, a symbol of the way they lift each other when the weight becomes too heavy. Now, years later, Taehyung is showing us half of that bond. Is he saying that one wing has been lost? That someone, possibly Jungkook, is no longer by his side to help him soar, but the tension doesn't end there. Inside sources claim that HYB's internal chat rooms have been buzzing ever since the video dropped. Theories range from executives wanting to issue a quiet re-edit to staff members asking whether the imagery crossed an unspoken line. If true, this wouldn't be the first time Taehyung has tiptoed dangerously close to pushing the boundaries of what HYB wants the public to see. And here's where it gets truly chilling. A few eagle-eyed fans notice that the moment the wing appears, Taehyung's expression changes. It's subtle, a fraction of a second where his jaw tightens and his eyes flicker downward, almost as if he knows what's behind him, almost as if he wants us to notice. If this is a message, it's one layered in risk. Because sending this kind of signal, whether it's to Jungkook, to ARMY, or even to HYB, comes with consequences. And maybe that's the point. Maybe Taehyung is ready for those consequences. Maybe the single wing is his way of saying, "I'm already halfway gone." The question that remains is, gone where?